Boys, I want you to sit down for this, okay? I want you to relax because I'm gonna tell you something you did not expect to hear in your life. Ubisoft is worse than pirate software. That's right, boys. Ubisoft, the company that found a way to make billions and then found a way to turn those billions into bankruptcy. A company that literally could probably benefit from the guidance of everyone's favorite Nepo baby pirate software. Okay? Jesus Christ, Ubisoft is a non-stop, never-ending, complete disaster. And you know what's the sprinkle on top? It's the fact that they're woke and stupid, which goes hand in hand, but worth mentioning, I feel like.
At this point, it's pretty obvious that Ubisoft has no clue what they're doing and no idea what could actually save their company. This $1.25 billion deal with Tencent has gone absolutely nowhere from what we understand, and Ubisoft.
I called it whenever we first heard about this. Europe is never gonna fucking allow China to actually get into the games industry if they have a say for it. Europe is never gonna allow China to buy up something that was not theirs before. America may sell all of their farmland to China and be happy about it. They may sell everything, including their souls, to China. But Europe is not gonna allow that, okay? Bureaucracy sucks in a lot of cases, but sometimes, and especially in this case, it's good. Because Ubisoft, with the Tencent deal, again, I broke this down. They're literally just trying to screw over the shareholders. The Gilmos, when they're pathetic, low testosterone ways in Tencent, with their crooked Chinese Communist Party support, are just trying to screw over people. This is not going to be allowed. This is not happening.
Has even announced a transformation committee to give their development studios more life. But now we're hearing that they are appointing Charlie Guillemot and Christophe Dorenz as the co-CEOs in the new subsidiary, which sounds like a disaster in the making. In an
Yes, it's also what the Gilmos definitely did not want.
email sent to staff and sent to Insider Gaming, Yves Guillemot says that the subsidiary with Tencent is part of Ubisoft's broader reorganization, which we will structure into creative houses. With that in mind, I'm pleased to announce that Christophe Dorenz and
The debt goes to this and Assassin's Creed and whatever non-shit franchise they have left, if they have any, goes to the other place. What a plan.
Charlie Guillemot will be the co-CEOs of this first creative house, and the reason why this is so shocking is because Charlie Guillemot, of course, the son of the Ubisoft CEO, had left the company back in 2021 because absolutely everybody hated him. He wasn't making any good decisions when it came to the company.
Wow, it's almost like generational wealth only lasts until the third generation. Statistically accurate, by the way.
In 2020, it released Tom.
Or was it the fourth one? Anyway, listen, if you put your heart, sweat, blood, and tears into something, you know a lot about that thing. And if it succeeds, you succeeded. You did a good thing. And then, maybe your children, well, you're probably teaching them early on, so their lives are going to get better so they can take over the thing. And those children are going to be less experienced than you, probably. There are chances that it's the other way around, but typically the children in these situations are less experienced. They're still pretty relatively smart and good at what they do because, they have the people, they have literally the person who made all of it explain how it works step by step to them. But it's still worse. But they didn't typically come from money. They weren't millionaires. But their kids are fucking trash. They're Nepo babies. They have never had to struggle in their lives. They don't know what it feels like when someone tells them no. In fact, they think it's illegal. They have lived with a silver spoon, not in their mouth, but goddamn up their throat. Every whim catered to. every shitty decision hailed as grandeur. And when it's for their turn to take over, you know it's gonna be bad. You know it's gonna turn to something horrible. And that's how these things end.
Clancy's Elite Squad, a free-to-play turn-based mobile game set within the Tom Clancy universe. It used characters from various games, including Splinter Cell and Rainbow Six Siege, and shortly after its release, Ubisoft and Owlent faced widespread criticism due to the game's intro video. And if you don't remember this situation,
I do
boy
not.
oh boy, did it cause quite a stir on social media. With the mobile game studio working on Tom Clancy's Elite Squad for Ubisoft, it was embroiled in controversy when, amid the serious ongoing wave of Black Lives Matter protests, it was caught using Black Lives Matter imagery in negative fashion. In the game, this forced Ubisoft to publicly apologize while the imagery was removed. It is unknown if this played any part in the Guillemot exit, but it is undoubtedly not old Owlent or Ubisoft news, and it actually was one of the major reasons we have found out ever since. Basically, all faith was lost in him, and this was just a ridiculous situation overall because, of course, you had people who were furious at them for using Black Lives Matter imagery in a negative fashion, but then normal gamers just saying, stop.
I'm furious anyone ever even brings up Black Lives Matter. What garbage.
Stop putting politics into games. Stop putting political messages into our entertainment in order to try to gain some social points.
You tell them, mommy.
It's the stupidest thing ever. So he basically made everybody hate him in just a matter of a couple of weeks. And then he ended up leaving the company. This really does seem to be the major reason why. So why they'd bring him back now, I don't really know. Maybe they're just figuring, oh, because he's a Guillemot, people will give him another chance. And maybe they just think that people will forget. I don't know, but
they unironically think that they are like the chosen fucking ones. It's insane. Oh, he has the surname of the guys who fuck up constantly. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Surely that's gonna work out.
definitely do not trust anything that he would be working on or affiliated with because he is somebody who, yes, is willing to push political messaging into our entertainment, which I, of course,
He's literally a Nepo baby.
do not like. Even if it's political messaging that I personally would agree with in some random case, right? I still don't want it in my entertainment because it's escapism and I play video games to escape the
I play video games to goon. Not gonna lie, boys, it is what it is.
yes, it's such a big problem with activists within the industry, no matter what way they're going, but they're bringing him back, which to me just screams that they're really trying to find a way to make themselves look good and make money, and they maybe think that bringing a younger individual into this will end up helping. But Ubisoft, of course, not even that long ago, announced that they were launching a new transformation committee to give
Oh wow, they were probably 3 seconds away from naming this a transitioning committee. Jesus.
the Assassin's Creed studio a new life. Ubisoft has a new transformation committee that aims to improve its upcoming titles. It has been tasked to breathe new life.
Bro, what does this even mean? Breathe new life into their failing titles? What are we gonna get? Okay, listen. Ubisoft had Assassin's Creed, but Japan. That shit was supposed to sell billions. Every single person in the world was begging for Assassin's Creed, but Nippon. Okay? And we got it. Always be fearful for what you desire. The monkey paw never fails. And that's what we got. We got, hey, here's Japan, but it's literally in a fucking cuckold grab by a black dude that kills the natives. With impudence. Great stuff. Great stuff indeed, Ubisoft.
Into the studio amidst falling stock values, and Ubisoft stocks have constantly declined.
I haven't even checked how Ubisoft stocks are doing. I'm assuming it's still bad.
Despite the Tencent deal months ago, Ubisoft had launched this committee to improve the quality of its future projects and revitalize the Assassin's Creed studio. Yeah, because Assassin's Creed Shadow.
Dude, I love how they say that they're gonna revitalize this, but the reality is they're not gonna do anything. I'm not even joking. They're gonna probably do more of the same, and that's it.
Those did
Listen, this is how you need to look at this. Ubisoft makes a department that's supposed to fix Assassin's Creed, right? That department tries to fix Assassin's Creed. The people who make Assassin's Creed are not happy with these decisions. And inevitably, the people who have to fix Assassin's Creed are gonna call something that the Guillemets thought was good and say it's shit. And the Guillemets are gonna be all defensive about this and not let these changes pass because their ideas are not bad. What do you mean they're bad? They can't be bad. And thus, the committee that's supposed to fix Assassin's Creed is not going to fix anything because the only things that they are allowed to touch while keeping their lucrative positions at the company that pay probably a lot of money allow them pretty much just to change the hue of red, maybe on a flower somewhere. This is how it's gonna end. I can already predict this.
so poorly that they have absolutely no clue what to do. And I, of course, am one of the many people who do not trust Ubisoft at this point. They could bring in absolute industry behemoths, and I still would be cautiously optimistic.
They're probably gonna pick someone with the appropriate pronouns for the job.
And I just don't think that this is a good move for them. And I think that it really screams desperation that they truly have no idea at this point in time what to really do. And we haven't heard any other news about the Tencent deal. Last time we heard about it actually was when there were shareholders who were furious at this deal because they didn't really get a say. They weren't sure how this was going to work.
Yep.
It wasn't explained to them clearly. So, yeah, it's just looking like a rough time for Ubisoft and also.
And by the way, the current situation, the last thing I have heard with this deal with the second company is that shareholders are demanding that all of the money that Tencent is gonna put into covering the debt of Ubisoft is used to pay out the shareholders for their losses, so the shareholders can dip. Because keep in mind, currently all the shareholders that actually have a substantial stake in Ubisoft want to fucking dip. They have wanted to like for the last years. They want Ubisoft to do some kind of fucking lie, some kind of miracle, some kind of IGN return to form article that makes the stock go up by like 10% so they can fucking dip the fuck out as hard as they can. That's what the shareholders want. They want the Ubisoft Tencent deal to literally cover their losses and they dip out, which is hilarious.
Tencent, so I'll definitely be keeping my eye on this. But we do know that these two individuals have been named the co-CEOs in this new subsidiary, and I just do not think that they.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, that was Mommy Very Dark 10 out of 10. Bye. Ubisoft's trash.